are we? Huh. I guess we can also get inside here anyway, right? Yeah. So, the big question is what to explore next. I think I would start exploring the right part, so the eastern part, as people say who can read maps. So not me, the right part of the map. And then we'll just go back later. So we do kind of like a circle, then do this here, then do the left, and then go up to the cathedral. Sounds like a plan, right? And alrighty.
The elf gives you a slow clap. Clap, clap, clap.
The Doctor's Messenger. Oh, I think this is for... yeah, this is for Lohse.
The evil Isbale is dead. The Doctor will see you now.
I don't know if we want to see the Doctor. I want to know more about this Doctor and where sick room might be.
Permit me to mark it on your map. Do not tarry. He urgently desires to speak with the magnificence that is you, Lohse.
I really don't like that this Elven Messenger sounds a lot like Dr. Deva. Get lost. I see the Doctor if and when I'm good and ready.
The elf gives you a cool look. When he speaks, it's through gritted teeth.
A word of warning to you, my dear Lohse. One you would do well to heed. Do not make the Doctor wait.
Lohse, if I were you, I would change the Doctor. But I mean, I guess we're on that, right? Okay, what's... I mean, we explored this part down here. So
Don't worry, Chief. I'm on high alert.
It's so easy to overlook things in arcs. That's why I'm so much keeping to the map. The demon can wait. I mean, actually, the demon is here. So we are kind of going there. But I thought if the Doctor would give Lohse orders, she would be sassy about it. I mean, I would be too. It kind of ruins her life. I guess there's not that much to do around here. You know what? I think we will actually go over the coast and then go up here. So, Sebille, another flying lesson. So, one and odd, if you're still watching, did you play Dust 2 yourself sometime, or first time seeing the game? Go. At least I hope we can do the jump. Nope. Oh, maybe. I kind of thought we could do this, but I think it's way too far. But I mean, we can see the small area on the map, right? Also, for Token Dagger, we can't go here. Weird. It looks like you could go here, but apparently you can't. Okay, different route. Let's go back to the main square. Ah, we can go up here. I also do want to know if we can still see the dwarves down the sewers. I hope not.
Daylight. There must be an opening nearby.
Ah, I think that's just reference to the entrance here. Oh, you look kind of like Afrod. You look almost exactly like Afrod. Other people here? Builder. Let's have a talk. What are you building?
Hell of a city, eh? She gets knocked down and we build her up again, better than before. Right there. That's creation. Plus, you know yourself, there's money to be made.
Wings. Yeah. Why can't I reach this ladder? Okay. I guess. I guess not.
Well, I build a wall and they knock it down. Build a wall, knock it down. Still keeps me busy.
So they're just repairing the Majesty's barracks. Yeah, well. Okay. Let's have a talk with the wolf. I'm also kind of surprised that the dwarves apparently have this emblem and this banner which looks a lot like the lone wolf, right?
Clear off. Need to keep the way clear.
You sound more threatening than I thought. Well, planning on a quick getaway?
Ain't no getaway happening here. And if there is, I ain't involved. Get it?
Get it.
Good. Now clear off. You're in the way.
But, you know, who's in a hurry to leave?
Ain't no one going nowhere, far as you're concerned. Now clear off. You're in the way.
Sus. You know, my curiosity's piqued. Change of plans. Do you think if I ask nicely they will let me in?
The gate guard stands to attention with the professionalism her royal uniform would demand. But when she speaks, her voice quivers. Something has left her badly shaken.
Move along, and nothing to see here.
What is going on here if there's nothing to see here? You know, beyond the gate.
You really don't want to know.
I
If
do.
you got business here, go to the main entrance around the corner. Otherwise, do us both a service and clear off.
So we have to go inside this, I guess not a tavern? You know what, we do this. Off we go. A dubious flyer.
Don't they know who I am?
To the lucky claimant. If you are holding this letter, you've already proven yourself a capable student of spycraft. Now it's time to take the next step. You can find me in Arx, along the docks behind the toy seller's house. Keep your head low. Victor Voss. The master of spycraft, also called pressing Alt on the keyboard. Well, let's take it. That's a good question if those guys are also of Sebille. I mean... Well, I guess I just forgot I could also just move the camera. Voidling and more royal... I mean, if they are royal protectors, you too, they're definitely connected to Justinia, so probably also to Sebille. Cake. Yum. I think this is a wedding. Aww. Look at those cute little figurines. And all this cake. One cake too. I'm not sure if like wedding cake is actually the nicest cake. I gotta say I never had wedding cake, so I can't really judge. Lady Augusta.
A well-dressed dwarf woman lies on the cobbles, giggling drunkenly to herself.
You know, you're too well heeled to be some homeless drunk, and what happened to you?
I wish I was bloody homeless. Then I'd be home already. No, I was at a wedding. Beggars kicked me out. Said I was causing a scene.
Looking at you, I couldn't imagine. What happened at the wedding?
The usual fuss. The groom's a local alchemist, marrying the daughter of some big shot merchant.
But I mean, you seem to have enjoyed this. You know, I actually want to get into the wedding. Can you help me?
Invitation only, I'm afraid.
Shouldn't be too hard to steal hers, right? Do you think we can get Lavender to appear as Lady Augusta? So, how did you get into the wedding? Are you a relative?
They'd hardly kick out their own flesh and blood, would they? I barely know any of them. Friends of business acquaintances.
So, I could take your invitation, right? You don't no longer need it, right?
Eh? No. Why would I do that?
You know, I think you might feel embarrassed of what happened once you sober up, so if you give me the invitation, it'd be one less reminder for you to deal with this in the morning. This actually worked.
Fine. Take the bloody thing. Now, off with you. I can feel a void walking of a headache coming along.
I'm still more than skeptical about passing as Lady Augusta. But well.
I heard that the paladins killed unarmed magisters. Didn't even let them surrender.
Ooh, we have merchants around here. Let's do a small shopping trip before we actually go inside to the wedding. Never had either. I would expect like wedding cake to be like your classic either fondant or marzipan covered like layered cake, so lots of buttercream, which can be nice, but it kind of depends for me on the mood if I want to have like buttercream and really heavy cake.
I welcome newcomers and natives alike. We shall trade.
But it can be really nice if made nicely.
Hello.
Oh wow, that's a lot of dialogue.
New to Arxelf. It's quite the sight, even after those bloody paladins are through with ransacking it.
At least it seems to have become a little bit more peaceful, especially compared to at the gates. Bella the Scoop.
Hear ye!
Oh no. I remember this.
Suspect in Alexander murder found dead in Driftwood.
Yeah, I do wonder who could have killed Alexander. Interesting that the suspect was found dead in Driftwood. And Lavender keeps his careful, straight face, compared to his usual very gay face. What else is going on in the world?
Hear ye!
I just remember when I first played it, I tried to exhaust like all the options she's telling you, and the hear ye followed me and haunted me in my dreams.
Magisters rooted. Lord Kem's paladins back in charge.
I think the definition of in charge may be different than mine is. What else is going on in the world?
Hear ye!
Ah.
Void woken attacks increase. Citizens warned to be alert.
Lavender nods solemnly. What else is going on?
Hear ye! Kraken sighted at sea. Several ships missing.
Tell me something new. Anyway, let's take our leave.
I heard that the paladins...
Also, cause I can't whistle anymore. It's really annoying. I wear like braces for quite some years, unfortunately. And after getting them off, I couldn't whistle anymore.
Arx was still a free city last time I checked.
A little bit.
There's bodies in the streets.
But it's more like luck whether I'm able to whistle or not. That's a mighty red painting. The destruction of Arx. But it also looks kind of cool. It looks like something I would imagine Cassia from Rogue Trader to paint, right? Lots of red around.
A young man works at a canvas, mounted on an easel. Smears of what must be red paint are evident on his hands and clothing. He's oblivious, in a daze as he paints.
So, did you saw what's unfolded here?
I didn't just see it, I witnessed it. Now I must preserve it upon canvas for the generations to come.
Lavender glances toward his easel and guesses. So, I think this is a depiction of what you witnessed here, right?
He nods, a faraway expression on his
What else
face.
would it be?
The great schism of the Divine Order and the ruination of arcs. This will be my masterpiece.
I gotta say, I think it looks nice. Like, very sinister, but also kind of cool. Kind of 40k-like. So, could I take a look?
I usually only display completed works, but, well, this painting's raw power is already plain to see. Here, feast your eyes.
He gestures to the canvas. It's completely covered in the same shade of red, layer after layer. It's sodden, dripping onto the cobbles.
I don't know if it's the 40k reference, but I get an odd feeling. And I mean, it doesn't look like the same shade of red. I think it would, if it would be just red, it wouldn't be as nice. Diplomatically tell him that it's a fine work. Look at option 4. You know, the red upon the canvas is a very particular shade. That of blood.
He cracks a limp smile. He seems to be getting paler by the minute.
Dude, what the heck?
True art requires sacrifice. Artists must put themselves onto the canvas.
Yikes. I didn't expect this 40k reference to be that fitting. Okay, dude. So that's why you're getting paler by the minute.
He tugs back the sleeve of his tunic to reveal a blood-soaked cloth bandage around his wrist.
I mean, maybe don't, but just imagine how much blood you would need to paint, like, a portrait that big with multiple layers. And being a smartass, I also want to point out, blood doesn't stay red if you paint with it. It turns very quick. I mean, you all know that you all got a cut or something. It very quickly turns first like a dark red, and then after some time it just gets like brownish due to the oxidation of the iron in it. So I guess this red portrait is going to turn brown pretty quickly. Getting back into character. What the hell possessed you to paint with your own blood? What the heck?
It was my father's technique. He was the finest painter of his generation, and he used his own blood for his masterwork. The final panel of The Sacrifice of Lucian.
What a charming family tradition. I'm almost envious. Almost.
He was also quite the sorcerer. Magic-infused blood can be used to produce the most vivid effects, if you're skilled enough.
That sounds kind of cool, though. Vampires would like this painting. Oh, it's a good one. But you know, you'll never finish a masterpiece if you're going to die from blood loss.
Self-preservation is a petty concern. I must put the spiritual above the corporeal. I must finish.
Did you listen to me? This is like a conflict of interest. Okay, dude, I'll leave you and your portrait alone. Oh wait, after asking about the Sacrifice of Lucian. The Sacrifice of Lucian, can it be like viewed somewhere?
For the most part. A copy can be seen at the Great Cathedral here in Arx. I visit frequently for inspiration.
I wonder if the copy also uses blood. Oh hey, and since you have the same name, I guess this is the father. I wonder if he's proud about his son using blood. But I mean, since he apparently taught him, maybe crazy runs in the family.
But the original panel, the one that my father used his blood to depict Lucian's final sacrifice, was given to Lord Kem a long time ago.
Lord Kem seems to be quite wealthy.
He keeps it locked away somewhere in that mansion of his. A masterpiece like that should be on public display for all to see.
Agreed regarding that, though. Wasn't he like really eager to quickly finish the portrait? Maybe he's questioning his life decisions would be good. I wonder if this is a reference to Serena D'Angelis. She was a remembrancer of the Imperium during the Great Crusade. Driven to madness, she delved into self-mutilation and using her own blood for her work. Eventually she murdered fellow remembrancer, that's an odd word, Leopold Cadmus, and used his blood for her painting. Yikes. And yeah, Lord Cam has quite the Kalkazar vibes. Definitely agreed. Dude, please just stop. Can I hear you? Oh, you still have all the vitality. Oh well.
The spirit of an older man observes the nearby painter. He tut-tuts to himself.
What inferior blood.
That poor boy is wasting his time, walking upon well-trodden paths. I thought I raised him better than that.
Ah, because he's imitating him?
Did you tell him what you thought of his little picture?
Well, I gave him my thoughts. Mainly about being crazy.
Unfortunate, isn't it? He isn't without talent, but he never overcame the fact that he was my son.
I don't know if you're maybe the one with the problem about not overcoming the fact that he's your son. Are you the one who painted the Delusion Sacrifice? I wonder what Delusion Sacrifice depicts. I'm quite sure it doesn't depict Lucian sacrificing others.
Of course, my finest work. I drew upon everything I had for that piece, all of my skills, my experience. Why, there's even my own blood and sauce on that canvas.
How old are you that it was still okay to use sauce? Or maybe he just didn't tell. You know, you are entitled to have your opinion.
Of course I am. I painted the greatest works of art that Arx has ever seen. The Sacrifice of Lucian. My opinion is the only one that matters.
Maybe I would also be broken as a son of you. You sound like a very humble, caring and appreciating person. The painting sounds fascinating. I'll have to go and see it for myself. Maybe you can tell us something about how to get into Lord Cam's house or something.
They are part of a private collection now, Lord Kem's. Perhaps he'll grant you a viewing, but I doubt it.
Interesting that he doesn't sound upset about that.
There's a reproduction on display at the cathedral. Not the same as viewing the original, of course, but it gives the great unwashed something to pray before.
Wow. What a dick. He needs a little taste of humble pie. Maybe. Oh lord. Oh. I feel like we're kind of deviating from my original plan. What a rare occurrence. Me not sticking to plans. Should we look around down here? Nah, later. So our plan is to go here to Michael Ross Estate.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Oh no. Maybe let's talk with the traders first.
Eyes over here, yeah? I know she's pretty, but me wife's here to work, not a gawk at. Now, what'll it be?
Ah. Don't worry, I'm not here to steal your wife. You're quite sure. I have Ifan, I'm happy. Let's have a look if we have anything new and interesting to buy. Yeah, the Devourer's Eminence are nicer. Nah. But this shield is definitely nicer. Two-handed mace. Look at that! The two-handed mace deals like... I mean, we do have a rune inserted into the left weapon, but the damage output is pretty similar. Anyway, let's buy the shield and equip it. Go, let's also see if we can give this shield to someone else.
Now I've got what you need.
Oh, constitution not high enough. Interesting. Why is Fane's constitution that low? Did you hear that dog? That really sounded like someone saying like woof. Like a very spoken dog sound. Oh, that's the same. Okay. We're just going to put it into Fane's back, you know, for times he increases his constitution. Okay. Where's the dog? Yeah? Here he is. Aww, the dog is permanently blinded.
I smell terrible things, I do. I smell fear and blood and doom and death and something else. Something worse. It's coming from under the city.
I guess another hint towards the Death Hawk. Aww. I already tried in my first Let's Play to cure him of his blindness, but because it's permanent, you can't cure it. Sadness. Trader.
Back in business. Thank the gods for Lord Cam, eh? He sorted out them void woken.
Nothing interesting. You, Trader Karen.
The elf stands in front of a cart, displaying various sundries. He warmly motions to you and gives you a broad smile.
So, resurrection scrolls are always nice, since we kind of burned through them the last few fights.
There's bodies in the streets. This place isn't free, not
Go. One-handed mace. No, Okrund is nicer. Yep. Let's have a look at the daggers. I think it's actually a little bit nicer because it's a level higher. Finesse, single-handed, dodging. I think I would replace the right one with this one. Of course, don't forget, it's not just like 1 damage more, but it's 1 damage more and transferring the rune, so it actually really pays off. See if there's anything else which is nice.
Too loud. What do you think the paladins would do to us if they
Conjure Hydrosophists summoning.
Arx is still a free city, last time I checked.
Wit's Huntsman Pyrokinetic Arrow Forge. Ah, but she already has very nice rings. I think we're fine, actually.
Don't fret, my friend, and don't falter. You needn't call to Lucian for succor, for I am here to answer your purchasing prayers on this day of celebration.
Don't worry, I'm not going to call for Lucian. Kind of past that point. Go. Lop out the rune. Lop in the rune. Here. And what else did we get? This ring yet? No. Can we buy something else? Confusion. Oh well.
I heard that the paladins killed unarmed magisters. Didn't even let them surrender.
Any more merchants around here? Nah, you look kind of like an arrow merchant.
Yes. The town is all a twitter over your escapades at the gate. It's the perfect time to replace the hunting supplies you've lost, yes?
Locket of the Lake, Strength Warfare, Pyrokinetic Summoning, and Telekinesis. But I'm already interested in just Strength and Warfare, so here we go. It is quite pricey though, but I mean, we do have it. Go.
All those broken arrows. You've got your work cut out.
Some are still good. What you looking for?
I'm not picky, so long as the arrow
I think this is also a trader. Yeah.
You may appreciate the delicacy of my herbs and solvents, elf, but do be graceful in your browsing. I cannot risk a tainted tincture.
Right, we have more than enough gold. We saw the sandals. Maybe they're interesting for someone. Oh yeah, here we go. Here, Ifan, new boots. And this one...
Hunters, I've got the wares you need.
Right. I think it's nicer. Go. Thing is, it could also be that we are very quickly spending this money because everything got so expensive. Here and here. Plop up a rune. And here.
You a hunter? I've got just the thing.
So, let's go into Micro's estate and look up this whole dwarven mess.
Some are still good. What you
I'm
looking
just getting up the map.
I'm not picky, so long as the arrow flies straight.
Right.